Let's start with the bases now. The substances that are bitter in taste and soapy to touch, such as baking soda or soap solution, they are nothing but they are the bases. So bases are mostly used in household items such as detergent, dishwashing liquids and soaps. They are also used in antacids, which are called as antacids. So you have this antacid syrups, or say it is also available in the form of tablet, which gives you or relief from the acidity in the stomach, as they neutralize the amount of acid produced in the stomach. Most antacids are made up of milk of magnesia, which is nothing but magnesium hydroxide, which is a base. Like strong acids and weak acids, we do have strong bases and weak bases. So here again, bases are the substances which react with H plus ions to form water, right? So unlike strong acids, strong bases are ionized and also dissociate completely. So the bases which dissociate completely or which ionize completely, they are the strong bases, and the bases which do not dissociate completely, okay, they are the weak bases. So here if you see NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, is a strong base, while ammonium hydroxide is a weak base which do not dissociate completely to form the complete ionized solution. Here is a list of strong bases and weak bases. So we already know when it's strong bases, they ionize or they dissociate completely. Example: sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide. They are the strong bases. Weak bases are ammonia, then potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, which do not ionize or dissociate completely in their aqueous solution. Now we very well know that a base is a substance which is bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Further, base is a metal oxide. So when metal reacts with oxygen, it gives you metal oxide, and when this metal oxide dissolves in water, okay, that is what is a basic solution which gives you a base, right? Now every base cannot dissolve in water, right? So the bases which readily dissolves in water, they are called as alkali. Okay, so an alkali is a base that is soluble in water. Okay, so this alkalis produce hydroxide ion when they are dissolved in water. But there are some bases which do not dissolve in water, or say they are insoluble in water. So you're not going to call that bases as alkaline. When we say that this base is an alkaline, when it dissociate, or say it dissolves, or not dissociate, but when it dissolves or when it is soluble in water. So when the base is completely soluble in water, that base is called as alkali. When it is not soluble in water, they are just termed as bases. That's why we make a statement here that all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkali. Hope you're getting it. When the bases dissolve in water, they are alkalis, right? So we say that all alkalis are bases, but we know that all bases do not dissolve in water or is not soluble in water. So we say that all bases are not alkali. So I really want you to remember this statement that all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Let's talk about the properties of bases. We very well know about the taste, that bases are bitter in taste. Further, the pH is above 7, that is the range is from 8 to 14 for the bases, as they are fully they get ionized in water, they conduct electricity, they are slippery and soapy to touch. We know when we touch soap solution, it's slippery and it's quite soapy to touch, right? They do not have a typical smell, right? Except ammonia. Ammonia has a typical smell, a pungent smell, but other bases, they do not have a typical or a peculiar smell. Talking about the indicator, here if red litmus has been dipped in a base, it turns blue. So that is an indication that the solution is base. So basis turns red litmus paper blue.